Well, hello. Today, instead of another exciting episode of Pens in Use, we're going to do a little exploration of some of the extras and different things that I keep around the house for fountain pens. I haven't shown this side of it before. Not going to do a tour of my pen collection because the pen collection is kind of all over the place right now because I'm reorganizing it, so I think you'd be horrified if you saw the state of it right now. So we'll look instead at some of the other things that I have. So we'll look at the ink and the paper and pen repair supplies and so on that I have around the house. So I will add that I haven't bought paper products or ink in a number of years because it became remarkably easy to buy it because a pen's expensive, but hey, a bottle of ink, you can pick one of those up pretty easy, and oh, what a pretty color that is. So, same thing with paper. So, yeah, I'm just using up what I have on those two fronts, and, well, let's dive into it. So we're going to take a look at the stuff I've accumulated that's not pens in this fountain pen hobby and take it as a warning or whatever. Just kind of to give you an idea how it can go to excess. And I got a link in the video description to a video by Fran Lab. Talks about is it hoarding or curating. So let me know what you think. And by the way, the music is Lazy Day by Audio Natrix because I'm still trying out music. And yeah, let's take a look at some stuff. So here's part of the pens that I'm sorting. Wheel of Time collection. And anyway, this shelf was made by my grandfather when I was like 13 or 14 years old to my specifications. And it has a prominent place in the living room. So my pen stuff some of it is on this upper shelf here. And some not pen stuff. But I got this photo paper which has nothing to do with pens. I have this, which I use sometimes to make envelopes. Not super often, but I like it better than what I have used. My remaining Midori Traveler's Notebook stuff, some envelopes. This is a calligraphy set I want to play with one of these days. Osmeroid, a brand I haven't played with. Envelopes for my pen pals, and here are some upcoming pen projects. Let's cover this up. This is finance stuff. Here's another upcoming pen project. So some pen projects coming up. But what is that? Oh, got one more checkbook left to use, and I so rarely write checks, it'll probably be a few years. But that's pretty much it in here. Just briefly, this is where my pens live in my living room. I'm showing you this because I have some templates for making envelopes. For an upcoming video, maybe this spring, maybe I'll film it yet before school starts again, but this is for bleaching out your writing. I have a washable blue video coming. This key. Oh, now you know where I keep my keys to the tool cabinet. And this is what I used to use for my envelopes. I don't like it as well as what I just showed you because it tears really easily. And then this here, nothing to do with pens, but since it's here, these are solar powered LEDs. I used to use them to light my little free library, but in winter, there's just not enough sunlight to power them. They last like half an hour after they get charged all day. And whereas in the summer, they are still going strong in the morning when the sun comes up. So quite a difference the amount of sunlight we get here. But back on the topic of pens and pen accoutrement. So over here, this is an end table piece of furniture I restored way back. Some unrelated stuff. The t-shirt is actually not garbage. It's that same washable blue video. And some upcoming modern pens, various types that I'm going to do videos on. The top drawer has a little bit that's interesting, not a lot. Got a stapler. This is washi tape, so I keep some washi tape in here, different types. Basically my spare washi tape. I'm kind of low on washi tape right now, so I might actually have to buy some. No, never mind, I'm not low. Why did I even say that? That was stupid. Okay, but washi tape is pretty much all that's in here. Ooh, what's this? This may come in handy during my live stream coming up on Sunday, so I'm going to pull that out. I was looking for one of those. In the bottom drawer has ink. A lot of ink. So I have, I don't know, my Parker Green in there, a couple other Parkers. I don't know how they all ended up in here, why some of them aren't downstairs, because, yeah, we're going to the basement. I have a couple Califolio inks, some Girbon sparkly ink, Parker Quink Red, Parker Quink Green, even though I just switched them, I'm not colorblind. Some Iron Gall ink, some more Parker Quink. Let's see. Somebody gave me a bottle of Schaefer Blue, which I haven't tried yet. Oh, actually this would be handy for a video I'm hoping to film this weekend. Some other stuff. You know, just various inks I eventually want to use up. Yeah, Pelican Royal Blue in a Parker bottle. Why? Don't know. This is actually a pilot bottle full of, even though it's not labeled, Sailor Gentle Epinard. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to pull that out because I'm almost out of my black ink. And so I'd like to use this one up because it's a pain in the ass. Sorry. And then I have 2 bottles of Birmingham ink. One of them is Cathedral of Learning Panther Blue. The other one has to do with the Allegheny River, and I happen to be from a town in Pennsylvania that was along the Allegheny River near its headwaters. And this is, oh yeah, here's my Panther Blue. I looked on their website actually this morning and they're no longer there. Let's see what's in these. I don't remember which one's which. Yes, my air conditioner lays on the floor in here too. Okay, this is related to the Allegheny River. This one is, they've rebranded, I guess. What's in this one? I don't remember. It's been so long. Part of my tactic, if you've been following the channel, is I'm focusing on certain inks. This is a bugger to do with one hand. Maybe I need a tripod. Waterfront Dusk. Doesn't ring a bell, but I know I like the color. Maybe it's darker than the Allegheny River ink. I don't know. But anyway, a little bit of everything. And the t-shirt is not Mr. Squirrel is a pig. It's Mr. Squirrel has got a video planned for it. So over here, you've seen this bookshelf before. And yes, air conditioner, because it is too awkward to take downstairs. Not too heavy, too awkward. I want 2 people, because I feel like if I do it by myself, I will go down the stairs the hard way. Do I have an excuse for that? Not really. The only thing I will offer is sometimes I'm a dumbass when I order stuff and didn't realize I was getting 6 bottles of Parker Quink Washable Blue. Just like a few years ago, I ordered some coffee filters and didn't realize, this was before the pandemic. I just opened up the last package of coffee filters a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes I don't notice those things when I buy online because I'm a dumbass. This is Sailor Storia ink. They were doing pigmented inks for a while. They had them in different circus colors. That was the only one I bought. I did actually do a video series on them. Or maybe it was a single video, but who knows. And then up here, my one exception to buying new inks was I like these, what are they called? Not Kobe. Kyono Oto, and there was another name. It's not coming to me right now, and I'm not wearing my glasses. But anyway, I don't buy new inks. I was making an exception for them until they turned to shimmery inks. But when I mentioned I was shopping this morning, I did discover that they have several newer non-shimmery inks that I haven't bought. So, ooh, tempting. And then we've got, I love this ink. This is Bungo Box Sweet Potato Purple. I found a sweet potato in Dickinson that was this color. Usually around here they're sold orange, so going to the big city was worth it, because Dickinson, North Dakota, the big honkin' city, right? My Iron Gall Platinum inks, some Private Reserve, Pelican, Diamine. A lot of these are very sheening monsters. Some of my Sailor Gentle inks, and then Sue Me inks, which don't sue me. But these are a dark green and a dark purple, if I remember right. They look black to me, but they're interesting bottles, so I look forward to my time with them. And then up here, I rescued this old chemistry kit from the dumpster and decided to put ink in it. And no, that's not an antique radio. That's like a $20 or $15 or $20 radio. I just decided I needed a radio to hear emergency stuff. And I can use it as a Bluetooth speaker too. So, all right, let's take the sparkly lights off. Look inside. And I might have to get on a chair so I can see what I'm looking at. Anyway, we got some Robert Oster inks, mint turquoise. I like Detrimentus mint turquoise. It's a really great color. Yamabudo, more Robert Oster. What's this one? Oh, it's blackberry, which smells nothing like real blackberries. Poussier de Lune, Gibbon. This is Lamy Blue Black, I guess. I think. Oh, it sure looks blue. I don't know what it is, but it's in a black bottle. Yay! This is, I want to say Lamy Black, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I want to say this is Pelican Black. I'll tell you why I know that, because I know I used up my Lamy Black and haven't replaced it. Oh yeah, this is Noodler's Rome Burning, which is kind of a fun ink when you get it wet. Now, there are the problems with Noodler's, but he does have interesting inks. So the brown washes out and you're left with a very permanent purple when you use that ink. So I like it. I actually have a spare bottle of that. Aubergine Detrimentus, I like that. I haven't seen Stipula ink for sale in a while, so I don't even know if they still make it. And what's this? Oh yeah, this is a fun Noodler's ink. Be very specific about what pen you use it in, because it's bugger to clean out. And then in the front I got some more, mostly Noodlers. I used to buy a lot of Noodlers. I've stopped that. But, I've stopped buying every ink because I got too many. Autumn and Azure, they don't call it that anymore. Oh, Purple Mountain Majesty, that's a pretty color. This is interesting. It changes color as it dries. This is General of the Armies or something like that. Blue Nose Bear, never mind. Thinking of a totally different ink. Eventually, when I'm using up my black inks, I'm going to have to go here. This is X Feather. I wish I'd bought just a sample because it's a bugger. I love this ink. This is one of my favorites. Noodler's Matahari's Cordial. And then over here we've got Pilot Blue. And this is a fun light that I bought for the YouTube channel. Nobody liked it because it was too distracting in the background, because it does a fun LED display on the wall. So I'm looking at doing a video on pale inks, maybe that are too pale to be used. That's not one of them. Anyway, some of these are what's going to be in that video. But we're at my desk where I do my filming. I got a couple of inks down here that just are homeless at the moment. I haven't decided what I want to do with them. This is going to be my black ink for a while after I use up some other smaller bottles, like this is what's left of my Omas Black. Ah, yeah, another bottle of Pilot Blue. My Parker Quink washable blue that I use. And I have two more Noodlers bottles. And I have a Fun Light. Let's see, some pens that need videos filmed, some other crap. One or two pens. This pen actually leaks. It has some cracks in it, so I'm trying to be brave in how I fix that. Oh yeah, I remember why I don't have that in use. Index cards, books, which you've seen before, pencil sharpener, which has nothing to do with the channel. And then I have, these are the inks that I'm currently trying to use up, because what I've done is I focus on one ink family at a time with a few extras just for giggles and snorts. So I get some variety, you know. But this belongs down with the pale inks. It's Krishna Kanakona. I'm almost out of Gat Green. I'm almost out of Violet, Pelican Violet. This is Sailor, even though it's an Alami bottle, Sailor Apricot. Some red roses. I got some fun Hiroshizuku in small bottles so I can get some quick victories. This is my Girbon Blue Myosotis, which I'm trying to use up. This is Lamy Turquoise. This really is Ackermann Grundmark Smaragd. And this is what's left of my Noodlers Black Swan and Australian Rose. And I have some empty bottles and, oh yeah, the light. One of my lights I use on me. And on top I have various notebooks, pens in use. That's the top one. I have one of these I use for revisits to pens, so my Survivor pens. One is rodeos and new pens, first impressions. This is an old pens in use, and just a random tablet that I don't use very often. I use them quite heavily at work, but not at home for whatever reason. In the bedroom, this is another table built by my grandfather, not specifically for me, but you know. So I have a selection of Califolio inks. I like that they make the circle, but where do you display that in a 672 square foot house? Well, the answer, you don't. Here I have some, it's basically filter paper because I didn't buy any chromatography paper, but I plan to use it to, if I ever get around to it, to do 9 pens, 1 inks as a video series. And then down here I have a lot of paper, you know, notebooks. Back here, more notebooks I need to dust in here. It's right beside the furnace vent, so a lot of dust comes up. Much to see here and poorly lit, but I have a few spare inks. I bought a lot of Sailor Gentle Epinard. I've got a few spare Noodlers bottles here. What is this? I want to say I have there it is, Monte Grappa Bordeaux, which is no longer made. It was one of my favorite inks of all time. But anyway, a lot of different spare ink bottles, mostly Noodlers, because I used to be a big Noodlers fan. What do we got here? Too dark, I can't read it. Who cares? We'll find out when I get around to using these inks up. I have this, which has some various pens, possibly for sale or trade or giveaway. It holds, oops, that compartment's not open. It's supposed to hold 96 pens. I used to be able to fit my whole collection in it. Not anymore. This will also be poorly lit, but this is a really cheap cabinet I bought from our local Shopko store when it went out of business. This is where I keep my pen repair supplies. Not the best organized, but it is what it is. So I have some shims, empty case, polish, which I've never used. This Captain Tolly's I want to use for crack repair. I got talc in here, silicone grease, all kinds of crap. Pressure bars, nibs. I used to ink swatch, but I quit. I used to do pens and use this tiny thing, and I quit. Oh, what was that? Let's see here. Oh, I must have just kept track of what pens were inked up. I used to do that. More stuff. I'm supposed to have converters in here, but they're actually in the living room right now. And I have a few spare just kind of floating around. But yeah, I got some loose converters here that should be in the converter box. I bought this. I'm going to work on some fun pens here, hopefully this summer. Section clamp. This is supposed to be where my loop stays, but it's not in there because I use it all the time, so it just stays on my desk. And a lot of converters. Let's see here. Got silicone grease, pen kimonos. A lot of my Chinese pens used to come with pen kimonos. What's this? Oh, I think this is for the Parker Vacuumatic repair I want to do. Got some sack shellac, latex sacks. Yeah, more stuff. O-rings, you can use them for pistons. I have pencil parts, which I'm going to have to look at that. I don't remember what all that is. And this is pen BBS parts, including a lot of converters. Pencils, which I don't know why they're in here, but I'm going to put them back in here. And more O-rings. And finally, just some more random stuff, random parts. Whatever that is. Dip pen, which is so scratchy it's unusable, that I was given. Apparently it's from Europe. It's just a absolute bugger to write with it, so I don't. But, you know, this student went to Europe and thought of me, and so there it is. Jinhao cartridges. Or no, Ihao. They're not even Jinhao, so they're... Okay. Lots of crap. Okay, I'm angling this carefully, but this is full of basically pen boxes. That box on top I realized has my address written on it, so we're hiding that, but the box is only being saved so I can mail stuff. In fact, that's one reason I save pen boxes, is I've discovered that, yeah, I'm not keeping them all. Some of them I resell. Some others, you know, the Chinese boxes, sometimes they're handy just for selling a pen. I have more over here sitting on the chair. Bottle of ink for whatever reason. It's gray ink because yeah, I'm almost out of my sparkly gray ink, so I did purchase a bottle of gray ink. More pen boxes. The vintage ones are especially worth keeping. Some of the others, maybe not. And then in here, more ink because used to be kind of addicted. I got some diamine inks, Sailor, more Private Reserve, Noodlers, some Califolio again, just all kinds of ink. And there you go. And we're not done. I am drying clothes around this. I'm going to hold this very carefully so you don't have to spy my underwear or something. But I've got a whole shelf full of mostly plastic bins or else those cloth bins. I'm drying clothing on them, the clothing that didn't fit on my line. But this bin has more paper. I've got some tracing paper, Rhodia dot pad paper, some folders. Here is printer paper. Here is A4 paper, which I actually like. Some mailers. I need to grab one because I'm mailing. Oh, that's not big enough. Let's grab this. I'm mailing a book to a pen pal. I got all kinds of stuff for these Japanese binders that I like. Kikuyo paper. Again, that's A4 paper, or is it A5? I can't remember. Anyway, it's not. It's like the Japanese version of letter size. Letter size paper for my printer. Here's a lot of Tomoe River paper and some more mailers, so I can mail out pens or other stuff. So I guess what it comes down to is I do have a lot of hobby clutter. I haven't even shown you my typewriter stuff. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to do it. If I do it, we'll do that in a different video. But hobby clutter is a thing. I haven't shown you my stacks of writing that I've done. It all takes up space. And at different points you start to edit. So I haven't bought any ink other than that one bottle of gray ink recently. Probably won't be buying much ink in the near future, but as I use up color families, I'll kind of pick favorites, and those will be what I buy. I'm hoping that years from now we do another tour of my paraphernalia for this fountain pen hobby, and you just see a very small collection of ink that fits on that one shelf that's behind me when I film Pens in Use or my other videos, and that's it. I'd love to get some of my other stuff, like my pen repair stuff, so it just fits in that chemistry box. So, you know, what happens is pens are expensive, and ink can be expensive, paper can be expensive, but you end up buying and you're like, oh, that didn't cost much, or okay, I bought this other stuff, why don't I throw a bottle of ink on there too? And then you look around your house and say, oh my God. Because, we saw part of my laundry there. We don't need to see that. But anyway, yes, it's so arid here that I can dry my laundry indoors. But anyway, I'm trying to declutter my life. You know, behind me you're seeing some of the results of that decluttering. It used to look awful. It's still not great, but that's an organization issue rather than a stuff issue. And I got to do that with my fountain pen stuff. But I could be spending it on alcohol, I guess, or drugs or something. So there is that. And I'm using it. And for now, I'm not buying because I'm just using up what I have. And that's a healthy thing to do from time to time, is just look at what you have and use it. I did that with my food stash. I'm still doing it with my pen and ink stash, but I'm getting there. And probably this will be a lifetime process, but who cares? So it'd be like getting a new gift every time I open up a new bottle of ink that I haven't used in a long time. So anyway, hopefully this was either a warning to you or you enjoyed that little tour behind the scenes of my hoard. So, well, thank you for watching. Talk to you later.